Hello, my name is Liberty Model number W84it.
Alright, so I still don't know if you can hear my computer making noise, like the sounds, but I can turn this up. Hopefully it's not too loud. But I'm in a short now, as you can see. Triple fail on the 15 minutes and 92% drop ratio, right? And then so I get in it and then it starts making the noises. Technically, it won't trigger the noise to get in until after it crosses the 18. That's to protect you from uh, it pulling back on you. And so I get in because I've designed it off of like how I would see the market anyways. So I would get in when I normally would see it here, and then the noise comes slightly after that, like right here on this bar here. Um, and I believe it might give it to you here above it, anticipating that it's going to cross it here, because I have it set up for like a pre drop. There it goes. And water drops. But yeah, it'll do above the 18 will has alerts as well. And so each time it does a little drop, it's saying that there's supposed to be bearish momentum. It's supposed to push down. So we'll see if this continues to drop here or if it's going to come up and get me. And I moved my stop a little bit closer in between because I didn't want to give up all the profit here. It's 100. It was 168. It's at 143 right here. And whenever you get a small indecision candle like that, it's most likely going to come up. It gets really bullish whenever it does that. So maybe I should put this a little bit closer. That's saying it's going to go down. That's a 15-minute one right there. So that's 15-minute really trumps the 1 minute, the one drop, and it should be a stronger push down. But if they're holding it and they're able to hold the 15, it'll pop pretty big and go up instead. So might end up just reversing if it does get too high here. But I'd like to stay in it going short because I'd like to see this thing dump. There you go. Okay, so that means that it's going to reverse. Bullish momentum is holding right here, and it has a good chance of actually going up now, which also could be, if bears really jump in, could reverse it, and that means that that momentum is going to dump to the downside. So I know that's kind of like ambiguous and not really defined, but that's the market. So the fact that it's telling you that there is some volatility coming is still profound, and that it's letting you know that it's probably going to end up going along here. And so you can see it starting to climb right here. Be interested to see if you can make it over this area right here. So I'm just going to move it down, inch it down a little bit. If it looks like it's going to get close and it has some momentum to it, it's not like stuttering as it's going up, then I'll jump in. Otherwise, I'll just hold steady and see what happens. 140. I've already made 200 on one, got 143 on this, made 50 on another, 20 on another. So those drops mean it's a 15-minute, or maybe that is a 1 minute because it's three, and it just happened. I gotta check into that. Let's see. But yeah, so it's saying that they're still trying to push it down, but you see it still going up, right? So there's a divergence there, and it is starting to build right here. If it gets shut down and turned negative right here before the time ends, it's 25 seconds, which I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, here it goes. That means that they're winning, and now it's going to dump. Ooh, or could hit this hot spot right here at the bottom and just launch it back up. It's always a possibility. So that's why I try to get close whenever I hear those, especially if I hear the drops and it's at a point where it's going sideways. I get really close because it makes me feel like it's gonna pop, like it's gonna release one way or the other, right? And if it releases up, then I don't want to lose my profit. So it's just something to kind of be aware of. But so anytime you hear those like alerts, like it's like a 70% drop or something like that, it tends to want it's going to go up right here. It'll do 3 fails to the high side, like it'll come off the bottom, like you might get the alert down here. And if you get the alert down here, it most likely will pull up and fail 3 times before it ends up dropping, right? But not, you don't want it to go above the high here. You just want it to come up away from the bottom and do it, and give you 3 wicks showing that it tried to go up and it failed. So wicks on the upside. And then it'll dump and release. But if it goes higher than your previous high over here, then it's bunk, right? You don't want to do that. You don't want to get in on that because it's most likely not going to drop, right? Just got a double wick right here, so that's going to definitely drop right here a little bit. But if you got that attention right there at the same time, it could come down and be like a bleeder that comes and hits this, reverses, and instantly shoots back up really with a lot of like momentum. So you got to be prepared for that. Might grab this just in case. I can cap a little bit more. If it'll close lower, it don't look like it's gonna close lower. It looks like it's gonna stay right here. And that kind of tells me that it looks like it's trying to accumulate right there, and it's gonna use that momentum to pop to go up. If it turns this inside out, it's going for sure. Look at it. Here it comes. I should have moved it already. 6 seconds. If they can hold it down, if it points up when it's done, it's most probably continue. I don't know. It's so close. It's gonna get me. All right, and there it goes. It's up, and it's already saying it's volatile to the upside. I'm gonna hit this. See if I can grab this before it gets me. And hopefully it doesn't drain back too far. It shouldn't go past this point here if it wants to go up. Come on, move back up. Now if it can't hold the weight right here, it's gonna dump back down again. But can hold the weight here and only goes sideways though, then it's going to do 3 of these like this, like 3 little wicks, and this is going to be that confirmation of what I was talking about where it's going to dump again. So just made like 140 something on that, and waiting for this to see if it can make it. Looks like it's making progress here. I've got trend lines there. That means more upward pressure right there as well. So let's see if it gives me a little bit more confidence to kind of hang in here and stay tight. Like I normally like to keep it back a little bit, but whenever I hear that, it makes me feel like, okay, well, there's buyers stepping in, right? And so this is really good for like letting you know, like, okay, buyers are stepping in or whatever. I need to get control of this, and I'm so lagged that I'm probably not going to be able to. It's going to stop me out. It's going to make me mad. Come on. I need the candle to end so I can and not pull back. Come on, stay up. Grab this. And don't soak down. There. All right. Now I'm in a positive situation. I can control this and try to stop this from trailing, but it's probably going to come back in one swoop and get me. That's usually what happens. If you jump in on these like this, you'll end up getting stopped out. I don't like leaving it negative because you never know with these, how much pressure you've got there, like how high it's really going to go, and whether or not it's going to just end up dying on you or not. So you never want to leave it like, negative for too long. Like if you can get positive and it's up a decent amount, like that's probably like 21 ticks or something like that. I mean, that's a pretty decent amount. And so now it's broke the high of the last previous candle. And so technically I wouldn't want to be in this if it falls backwards past the low of this other candle. If it can't hold the pressure right here, if it can't hold the high, you know what I mean? So I'm going to get underneath this candle right there. And that's just pretty much how I always look. And so these trend lines are just based off of the highs and lows going across. And so you don't have to have these. I just happen to be, I like the trend lines because I look for them um, as resistance points. And I haven't finished the high here because these are all new. But I knew that anytime that the price gets above this area, it's heavy, right? And so now look at it, it falls. And so it gets up here and it falls. So that's why I don't really need another one up there. And so you might see a little bit of a resistance right here because it's the last line and it's got to break over it in order to be, in cahoots with these other guys over here. And that's what it wants to do, is it wants to go party with these guys because they're wild party animals. And there we are. Now we're up above this area here, and I can drop this right here underneath this candle because I don't want to, again, if I always ask